Hi. I know I missed Saturday, but you're getting it now. Um, so last week was not my greatest week. I fucked up my back. And my tendinitis acted up so bad that it was the muscle radiating all the way up to these knuckles. And it hurt like a bitch. I've never been in so much pain with my arm. I couldn't move the wrist. I couldn't extend it. I mean, to a point, it even bothers me just a little bit, but I'm kind of like, I'm on aspirin right now. Well, not aspirin. I'm on Advil, extra strength. And my lower back is covered in biofreeze. So I'm a lot better. But I got to learn to take it easy every so often because, I literally think I'm 25 when I'm 44. Yep, shit happens. So you'll see pictures above me, or on this shoulder or that shoulder, one of these shoulders. But it either happens. Now, I'm going to real quick go through the whole deck issue. We have a big deck. It's not a little deck. It's big. There's a huge section where we have our little pool. It's only a 15-foot round. It's an above pool, but the deck goes around it, so it looks nicer. We have the deck. So you have a patio, and then you come out the patio, and there's like a little deck there, like a walkway deck, but you can put a couple chairs out there and just sit. And it goes out to the yard. There's steps that go down to the yard, and then there's, it goes down to the end of the house where the big deck is, where the pool is. So that deck's been up for over 20 years, and it was falling apart. It was getting dangerous, Probably see a video like here. This was a video I sent to my sister because she was asking. Now, we were supposed to do this ourselves. We were trying to save money. I'm not mad at Home Depot or 84 Lumber for telling us this, but the amount of wood we needed, they said you need a contractor's license, 1, and 2, they told us we were crazy for trying to take on a project like this. That's the word I was looking for. I was saying stop to the pain because it just leaked up. So if I'm leaning, that's because my hips, but I don't want to sit right now. So it was so we decided that, we're just going to go with a contractor. We went with a contractor, but I have to be home most of the day just to make sure everything's going out smooth, and just in case they need to, bring me out and be like, hey, we found an issue. The floor is down, and so are the posts for the railings. Most of them, not all of them. Looks phenomenal. It's like, yay, we're going to have a pool party to celebrate. But yeah, we decided to just get somebody to do it because there was so much damn wood in our driveway, and then we had this huge dumpster. So I hurt my back and caused my tendinitis to go skyrocketing because, like I said, I was trying to be 25. It was either because of me clearing off the deck, all the crap that was on there from lights and lamps, and I was just rushing around trying to get off everything. Either I heard it from doing that, all that pool work, or not pool work, but pulling everything off, or it was from working at my grandmother's. I can't remember when I really yanked it. Or it was, we had our first sectional couch. It was down here. It was like right over there where I usually play my PSVR because it's all open now. Yeah, most of it was in the garage. So with this big, huge dumpster that we had, I asked the contractor, do you mind if I throw some stuff out? He said, yeah, go ahead. I don't have a problem. So we got rid of a trash can that was sitting in there for almost 10 to 12 years with bricks from when the front steps had this like decor of like nice bricks, and they literally fell. All of them, just the whole wall came. And it was only like this high. You know, it was the height of the steps, and we only have 2 steps, you know, or 1 step. So, yeah, they were sitting in there, so I was able to dump that and then give the trash cans away because we don't need them. And then I got rid of a bunch of other crap. And then the couches had to go. So I sat out there with a back that was already hurting, so it wasn't when that happened. But I was throwing that all out. So my back's hurting. I'm using a crowbar and a 5-pound sledgehammer to wallop these things apart. My arm's just in so much pain, but I'm still going. I'm just pushing myself like, this is nothing. And then 2 hours afterwards, I'm like, ah. And then I was put together 2 racing chairs. Gaming chairs, I should just say, because they're not racers. 2 gaming chairs and a recliner. A small recliner, but the thing was like, the box was like 65 pounds. So that was not good for my back. And yeah, I've been in pain ever since. And then I was doing a whole bunch of stuff around the house, cleaning and everything, because we had guests over Sunday, and then I had to cook. It was a nightmare. So anyway, that was my thing. But yeah, my wife's like, even with the 5 of us, you know, like there was going to be me and 2 kids. 2 of the older kids, they were like 17, 18 years old. We're going to, from my son's school, we're going to come. They were going to help. And then cousin's boyfriend, because he does that kind of work. But it would have took us forever. So we would have, these guys already have picture. This is today, okay? Monday. This is Monday night they got done. The floor and most of the posts are up. There's like maybe, I think, 2 posts. So all they got to do now is finish up the railings, put the few extra posts up, and the doors, build the doors, and voila, stain it, and we're done, you know. And we have a new deck for this summer. Then that's when the real work starts. So I have to get this back better. And it sucks because today I was running around, and I shouldn't have, but I was taking it slow and just not kill myself. So I know that, oh wait, I know, I forgot this. No Man's Sky, I'm showing my love. I've had this shirt for a while. I got it from one of those artistic sites, you know, like where there's artists. I know it's Rob, it's not the official Hello Games No Man's Sky shirt. Really? I mean, okay, the Hello Games just look too plain to me. I want something a little bit more, you know. This is busy. I like that, you know. So anyway, I got that. But yeah, I've had that for a while. I don't even know where I got it. I can't remember. It was like one of those artistic. It wasn't Etsy. But speaking about Etsy, today, ow, I shouldn't move so quick. I got a package. And this is to do with gaming. We'll get to that in a second. So, I know that there was 2 drops. L Plays Gaming. He was in one of the drops. And then I think there was one in Paris or something. I'm not sure, but it was 2 drops in one day. So one in the UK, one in Paris. So I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention too much because I was in pain, and I'm sorry about that, people. But this is just a podcast, and we're going to talk about gaming in about 3 seconds. So I'm sorry that I went on for 400 years, but our deck was over 20 years old. I mean, there's a video somewhere here. I clipped it in. So you'll see this thing was falling apart. But when I ripped off 2 of the deck boards to look at the frame, I actually crawled in there, and the deck is, after they ripped all the railings off, everything that was exposed to the sun was bad. the frame was good. So that's all that matters. So they're just resurfacing it, basically. I mean, no issues whatsoever. And it's going to look pretty, and it's going to look nice, and it's not going to look like we're a bunch of, yeehaw, white trash or something. Yeah. Dare I say that. So anyway, I'm going to do something a little different because I know I didn't really do any research on video games. I will state today, because I was running around, I had to get a little accent table for the wife. I had to get, I had to get a new lamp because she wanted her old lamp that was in the living room. So I had to get a new lamp for the living room because she wanted hers back. And I was like, okay. And we had to get a new poolside umbrella. So when my wife sunbathes. So, okay, no problem. So I was running around Walmart, Target, the mall, here, there, everywhere, I said, screw it. And because I'm a toy collector, hence, Devastator right there. But that's the third-party Devastator. His name is Green Giant from Make Toys. Awesome figure, by the way. But I'm a toy collector, so I stopped at Toys R Us. Our Toys R Us is still getting stock from the warehouse. So when I walked in there, I was blown away because I was like, oh, my God, there's toys everywhere still. And they've upped the percentage off. So now it went from 5 in the beginning to now it's 20. Some are still 10, some are still 5. Like the video games are still 5. And yeah, that's about it. But I stopped at Second and Charles, that the used store, where you sell all your crap. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, my back. I gotta stop that. Nope, not that. I'm losing games. I should have kept them up on the table. Instead, I put them away, and then I'm sitting down and going, hold on, and then I'm bending down. Whew, man, that really hurt. So, anyway, yeah, you're gonna laugh, but I saw 1 and 2. I want to play them. I want to see what they're like. A lot of people said they're really good. I know on eBay they're going for a lot of money. Like, I think the second one, maybe? I think Saw 2 is going for like, I don't know, $30. I got both of them. I got the one for 11 and the other one for 12, which I thought wasn't bad, so I just bought them. I've been wanting to get this game for $7.50. I was like, screw it, I'm getting it. It's called Eat Lead. It's the return of Matt Hazard. I don't have the first one, didn't bother, but a lot of people said this one's a lot better, so I grabbed that. Yes, I know, Rob, you're buying too many damn games. And then I went wanting to look for these, and they had them both. Yes, they were $20 a piece, but I don't care. So, I got Champions of Norath and Champions Return to Arms. So I got them both, and I was like, yes. So I'm happy with those purchases today. So I'm in my happy place. All right, I'm going to take a little drink because I'm dying. No, I'm just thirsty. So, I'm going to do something different. We're going to review these. We're going to show you them. I'm going to show you them. And yada, yada, yada. You'll see in a second. So, to the video. Ow, my back. Alright, so we've switched over to my other camera. And yes, I'm in color. Ooh! And you can see my jacket's in color. But this came from a little company that's on Etsy called Printer Boy. So go to Etsy if you're interested and type in Printer Boy. See? Printer Boy. So you can type in Printer Boy and you can get this. This is, what I used to do. I used to do reviews on toys, but we're going to do a review on this. This is just a little review, but you see this? This is a Dreamcast. You see this little bit here? This is a GameCube. You see this down here? This is a Xbox 360. Underneath,
That little green circle, that's the original Xbox. Do you see there's a problem here? Look, I'm going to say it once. I'm not going to say it again. You make an investment when you buy these things. It doesn't matter if it's a console or not. Keeping them like this, they get dusty. This thing was disgusting. This was my sister's. And my goofy middle brother decided that he wanted to just put it on a rug and just leave it on the rug and play it on the rug. There's fans that suck in air. What's the first thing that goes on the rug? Dirt, dust, skin, gross. Yeah, I broke this open. It took me like an hour and a half to clean this son of a bitch out. Protect your investment. It's an investment, period. Okay? One and foremost. You want them to last as long as possible. Any gamer will tell you. Anyone that's a collector or just loves playing games. Those consoles, these are getting harder to find. Because collectors are getting these older systems up. So this is where this company comes in. Printer Boy. So what does Printer Boy do? Well, I think if you're a smart person, you would know what he does and what they do. Dust covers. Alright, we don't need that anymore, so we can throw that to the side. So, first off, I'm going to tell you, it's impressive, this thing. They come wrapped in these nice little casings, and nice little bags, and they actually have a nice little sticker on them. A nice little cover sticker that lets you know, hey, this is the Dreamcast. This is the PS3, the Fat. They have almost, this guy that is running this, I think his name's Nestor. This guy that's running this, I'm telling you, he is doing it right. End of discussion. But they're not just any covers. They're the consoles printed on it. Now, you might have seen a review on them, maybe not, but these things are just pretty awesome. Now, I got 8 of them. We have, the PS4. I got the Xbox 360S, which is this one. It's the last iteration of the Xbox. I got the PS2 flat. And the material, you know what? We're going to open this one because this one's a little special. Because of the design. It's a square. It's a big square. And the thing with it is, if I can open this without destroying the cover, you know what? We'll get scissors. There's editing, people! So, we'll get this. And I'll just give these a little snip without cutting. There we go. So, ooh, wow. It's almost like a vinyl feel. But you can see there's the front of the GameCube. And they fold out. Now what's different about this is it has the open back so that you can... It has an open back so that when you go to Velcro it, you can still keep your... cables. You don't have to unplug them, which is great. Now with the GameCube one, because of the design, there's 2 pockets. One on that side, one on that side. You can take your memory cards out and slide them right in. So now you got 2 protection. You got to protect your memory cards and you can protect the console. And they're pretty simple. Let me unhook this. Come here, Sharknado. Go over here. I'm going to unhook the GameCube just to show you guys. The quality's great on them. And I'm going to move these over. Throw that down there. And then grab these. And I'm just going to, real quick, because, well, we got a handle on this thing. And we're just going to throw this over. Oh my god. That is a great fit. And then I'm going to bring this over here. And then just, look at that. Whoops. It would help if I took the other game, because this is what I was doing. I was just leaving the darn cards in there, the memory cards. But this is a really like kind of vinyl material almost. It's not cloth, so you don't have to worry about, these getting dirty. You can actually just wipe them off. And guess what? You know what console it is. Well, I know just looking at this, you're going to figure out that it's GameCube, but other systems that you have, most of them are thin. You can get confused, so then you're lifting off every single cover. He prints this on there. On each console has their own printing of their console, so you know which console. This is genius. And the pricing is not bad for these. I don't have the pricing in front of me, so like I said, if you're looking to save your consoles, okay, the more you take care of them, then you don't have to worry. So the GameCube now is protected, and it's going to look nice. I'm going to do every single one of them, and then I'll show off that, this is great, This can go in the trash. These don't. Not until I open them. But I love that this is, seriously, in the future, if this gets big, if this company goes big, he can pop a hole through here. I could see these in GameStops. I can see these in all types of stores that sell systems, right in there on a wall, on a hanger, and you just walk up and pick the ones you need. Come on, it's an investment. I don't care if your mom or dad bought it. Keep your system clean, keep it going, take care of your damn system. Putting it in a shelf is not keeping the dust away. These are going to help keep that dust lower, especially these. These are going to keep that dust more at bay. And then you can take these off and then just wipe them with, I think, like a damp cloth. You don't wash them because the material probably would shrink. It has, to tell you the truth, it does have a feel of like, almost like a vinyl. They fit beautifully on there, But because this isn't hooked, I'm going to bring it up. So, look at this. That's a beautiful fit. All the way around. And in the back, you can keep your cables nice and, exposed. You don't have to worry about taking them off. And it just keeps the dust off of these. And keeps it out of the vents and such that are in most consoles these days. So you don't have to worry about that. People, listen to me. I'm not getting paid for this. I bought these things out of my own money. Okay? Protect your shit. Protect it. Because then it'll last longer. You don't, you're going to cause a fire. You're going to burn your house down. Your mom and dad are going to be upset with you because you kept your game going. Protect it. Printer boy. Really good stuff. Now, I do have one. It's not really his fault. This is the only downside to it. I ordered these on March 17th. Okay? They were shipped, marked shipped, on March 20th. I didn't get them until today, which is April 30th. So you are going to wait because these are coming from Mexico. They're actually coming from... where's the address? Oh, my back. Ow. They are coming from Zapopan. Oh, I can't pronounce that. Maybe you can. There. That's where they're coming from. They're coming from Mexico. So these are coming from far away. And let's face it, Mexico's, they got to go through customs, so they probably get stopped in Mexico. They probably get at Mexico customs. They probably get stopped at the U.S. customs or whatever customs your country or state, or well, not your state, but whatever country you got. He ships all over the world. So, for the price you're paying, some dust covers you can't get. This guy's making them for that system. He's making them for the older systems. You know, I mean, older than Xbox and PlayStation and Dreamcast and GameCube. He's making them for Ataris and for Intellivision. That's a thumbs up right there. So, I mean, if you want to protect your console, as I would say, it's an investment. Because if the system busts and you got a collection that's huge like this, you're kind of shit out of luck. Plain and simple. Now you got to throw down another, $50, $60, $70. Some consoles are even going more for that. But the older ones, I mean, sure, yeah, you're going to maybe spend $80, maybe $70 for a new Dreamcast. Or maybe something, between that. But you could be putting that towards more games instead of buying more more hardware. So, but the only downside is, yes, the mail, it kind of sucks, But that is not his fault, at all. Not at all. But I'm going to cut right now. I'm going to do all the consoles, and then I'm going to do a little show through that these things rock. So, yes, he does do, if I'm not mistaken, he does do specials. Not price-wise, but he does custom designs. That's what I'm saying. I think you'd have to message him and ask him, but he does have custom designs for certain ones. Like you can get, I think there's a God of War or a Gears of War one for the Xbox. I'm not sure if it's the Xbox One or if it is the Xbox 360, but he does do crazy designs. All my consoles are black, so I just went and got basic ones. I didn't really care about any specialized ones. But again, these things I think are worth the money. And they're not that expensive. They're actually inexpensive. They are anywhere from, I think the lowest is like $8 and the highest is like $17. And telling from that, I think that's for this guy. And for maybe this guy. For the PS3 Fat and for the Xbox One. But otherwise than that, they're very reasonable. I've looked for ones, and they usually use canvas. Okay, like a canvas kind of material. It's clothy, so that's just going to get dirty, and this is kind of vinylish. So whatever, if you get splatter or something, water, just a little bit of water on top, this will be easy to just dry right off, and you won't have a stain on it. So yeah, I would go for these. 100%, I go with them. They get my seal of approval, and again, I'm going to do I'm going to get these all sealed up in their dust bins. I would like to suggest something. If he could make a dust cover for the PSVR, processor, I would love to just have a little dust cover for that. That would be awesome if he can work on that. So, but this is the PSVR processor. I'd love to see like a little dust cover for that. But otherwise than that, this is Printer Boy. Go check him out on Etsy. I'll try to leave a link down in the description. But these things are awesome. And let me get these on, and then you guys can see. It's going to make your systems look, it's going to make it look good, professional. Well, I don't know if I should say professional, but it's going to make them look neat. And people will know that you're hardcore when it comes to keeping your consoles clean and protected, because it is an investment. Plain and simple. So protect your goddamn shit. Get a dust cover. Okay, I'm a goofball. You don't have to cut these. There's a little strip here. You just got to get your finger under, in between. And there you go. Open it is. It slides right out. Boink. And there you go. My bad. This guy thought of everything. Thought of everything. Printer Boy. Printer Boy. They're pretty awesome.
I gotta say, after watching that back, because now we're fast forward, I did some quick edits and such and things. But I was on his Etsy page, on his Etsy store, and he does do customs. So if you want a custom with a certain print, like No Man's Sky, or maybe with some whatever you want, get in contact with them. They do customs. Heck, if he's not making this, cover for this, you can actually maybe contact him and get a custom made for it. But it does state that, you just throw them on. They tell you no ironing. They say just shake it off, but I don't think it does, a damp cloth is going to hurt it. Just lightly wipe it and you'd be good to go. Like I said, it's a pretty strong material. It's flexible, so that's a good thing. But and watching back just those photos, I had to double take because I thought I didn't have the cover on the darn Xbox One, and it was on there. And I was like, I had to double take. I backed up. I'm like, did I take the cover off or something? Nope, it was on there. So, I mean, Printer Boy, you're doing it. I gave kudos to you. Thank you for putting out a product that, people can use big time. He's doing gangbusters. He's like at 3,500 purchases. So, pretty awesome. Now, like I said, it's not his fault when he ships it, mail-wise. It gets sent, and Mexico's mail, and I'm not trying to bust on them, but Mexico's mail must be, isn't as systematic as like American, the U.S. Post Office. But I still think that it has to go through so many customs. It has to stop at customs in Mexico because if I'm not mistaken, he's down towards like almost the Panama Canal. If I'm not mistaken. I didn't look it up, so don't hold me against it. But it's a good product, and they're the cheapest I found. Because as I was on Etsy, I put in covers. You put in Printer Boy in there, and it just comes with a whole bunch of different covers. And the cheapest I saw was $20. Some were maybe 16, 14, but they were cloth. And yeah, sure, cloth is okay, but like I said, if you're down here, your soda spills or your soda splashes on one of the other covers, one, you have the chance of it seeping through. These don't look like they seep through, but I'm not sure. I don't think that they're waterproof, or splash proof. But just feeling the material on them, I got my arm out here, my right arm, stretching and just rubbing on it. It does seem to be like a vinyl, but it could be just a light vinyl or it's just the material that they use. I should see what the heck they are. I don't want to take them off. I'll take off the Dreamcast. I know there's a tag on them. You know what? I'll do it later. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'll put it in the description, what kind of material they are. But they kind of have that like vinyl material feel. But, the thing with, if you get white ones, they just get dirty quick. And then they start to look bad. And if you're a smoker or if you live with smokers, they're going to get yellow. So, I mean, these seem to be the best bet. Plus, they're cheap. I mean, they're the least expensive. I mean, yeah, you can look and look and look. But he has 50 consoles up right now. 50 products. That's 50 different consoles going all the way back to the Atari, the Intellivision, the N64. You name it, he practically has it. And if he doesn't have it, you can ask him for a custom, I think he was working, the last time I checked, I think he was working on a bunch of other ones on his Facebook page. So the company's working on other older systems. That's insane. That they're really putting 100% into this. So, I mean, if you have no issue with waiting, I say, what do you got to lose? You might as well just go for it, because I finally got them. I'm pleased with them. I'm not even worried about the mail situation. That isn't his fault. I'm mad at the mail. I'm mad at the mail. But otherwise than that, I mean, great product. So, I mean, just check them out. I don't get paid for this. I bought them myself. I got them. I found a video on them, which pointed me to Etsy. I went to Etsy and I ordered them. Plain and simple. Because I tried making them. I went out and I bought the material that you get for... You get the material for, like, under a couch. And I was like, oh, I'll get this. Because, it's really tightly woven kind of like material that goes under couches. I forget what they call them. Dust cover kind of thing or whatever. I have it. It's somewhere around here. So I actually cut a big piece, and I did it when my consoles were standing upright. Just the ones that can stand upright, like the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. And so I stitched one. The first one came out great. The other ones, not so much. So I gave up. And then I started doing, I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of wash towels, like dish towels. And I just threw them over top. And it looked really messy. Like, it just didn't look right. So this solved the solution. So thank you, Printer Boy. Thank you. But check them out. See if they're for you, if you want to get them. Like I said, they're pretty cheap. They start, I don't know if I said 7 or 8, but the lowest is $8. They go all the way up to $17. So, but if you're going to get it custom, it might cost a little bit more. And don't forget about shipping and handling. I think for the 8, I think it costs shipping and handling wise like $6. So $5 or $6. But I mean, you should check it out. Check it out. See if you want to get them. But look at other reviews. But that's all I have this week. I will try to get back into doing some research, and I'm going to probably watch Cobra, and I'm going to watch L Plays. I'm going to try to see if I can catch up on this ARG again, because I want to know what the heck's going on. And I'm going to try to make that damn intro, because that's what I wanted to do last week, but then I hurt my back, and then my arm started hurting because I was doing so much, and I was in pain. It's not fair. Getting old sucks, and adulting sucks, but we all hate it. But I was like shocked when I saw the picture. Watch the video again, rewind it. The picture of the 3 consoles, the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and the Xbox One. I thought the Xbox One cover was not on. Oh boy. Well, like always, I will see you all hopefully next Saturday. Please don't have anything else happen to me. I hope I don't get called into something. Oh no, I'm going to Infinity War, so I don't know if I'm gonna try to do it, but I don't know. Thanos demands your silence. No spoilers. But I'm gonna go see that with the family. And that movie's already broken $500 million in the first weekend. And that's worldwide. That's breaking some big records. That's blown everybody out of the water. That's crazy. All right, well, again, I'm going to go because it is like super late now. and I have to get up early in the morning. I've been working on this since about 7, so I want to finish this up, send it on its way, and cross my fingers and hope that, it uploads fast enough. I don't know. All right. Well, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next episode. Episode 5. So, this is episode 4 of the RobPod Podcast. I'm going to go lay down now because my back's killing me. And no, I sat for most of the editing. So, to the stars.